Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast. Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
Tweet to us, it's Pat and JT, or 402-403-9478. Text coming in. This is from Danae.
Okay.
It says, actually, I'll read Danae's in a second.
Okay.
This one just says, this is from somebody, they don't have their name. So the last 4 digits of their phone number are 4986.
Okay.
Whoever that is. It says, Pat, the second shot was her. Oh, this is typo, but I know what they're trying to say. Pat, the second shot hurts less than the first one did.
Wow.
So that's good. And mine didn't even hurt that bad. It was just like an ache for like a day.
I think
Not even a day.
I think it just seems like everybody's is a little bit different. You know, like we said, Sasha got knocked out on her second one.
Right.
But
I'm not looking forward to.
My parents, it didn't affect either one of them.
But see, your parents are like super tough. I'm not very tough.
I don't know that that's really the case, but superheroes. We'll go with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a very high level of anxiety the day before.
Well, there's nothing like,
just so you guys know,
right? Anticipation always increases the fun.
Right? Does it?
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like that's how I feel about going to the dentist.
Okay, so this one, oh, sorry, go ahead. What?
I said that's how I feel about going to the dentist. Right?
It's always not as bad as you play it up in your head.
Never,
ever. Okay, so this one is from Danae. It says, love you guys, listening for as long as I can remember. Anyhow, just listened to Thursday's episode, and I was so excited to hear that JT is back talking about her inside thoughts on a whole bunch of L's, all the things. I miss the conspiracy chats, haha. Pat, I tried not to scream at you through my phone as you were getting the vaccine so you could do things. Doesn't that seem like a big old red flag to you? Like 9 question marks. I mean, get the vaccine if you want, but why should we have it to get to participate in public life? That just sends off a whole bunch of hell no, whole bunch of O's, signals to my body, haha. Anyhow, just wanted to chime in. Love the pod and always look forward to the next episode. Thanks, Danae.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Honestly, It felt kind of good to get back and get my tinfoil hat out just for a second.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of like flipping your closet in spring. You put that dress back on. It's like, oh, this feels pretty good.
This is kind of nice. I forgot I had this. This is all right.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, there's even some thoughts about this. Isn't this weekend Elon Musk is going to be on Saturday Night Live? And that's causing a wave of fury. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Because Elon Musk literally has a company that makes electric cars, which
right.
And I mean, literally is a person that he's doing good things, and he's like his rockets, space flight, space travel, exploration. He's trying to be innovative, come up with new ways to do old things, And I don't know what the objection is, or why everybody is so put off, and not everybody, but it seemed like there was a majority of the cast that's put off, and they wanted a place where they could be that he can't go to. So they have a room, they have an area where they can go so they don't have to be near him.
That is so stupid.
I don't understand, because I'm like, what does Elon Musk do that is politically offensive? Is there something? Because it must be politics. I'm not, but I don't know what his politics are. I really don't.
I like when you think of Elon Musk, that I don't think politics at all. Like I don't remember seeing anything. And if he does, and I missed it, I guess I missed it. But I don't remember seeing anything.
I don't know what it is. So I'm not really sure what the real issue is with him. But I do know, I know that he's enjoying stirring the pot. And I know he's tweeted out some things now that he knows some people are a little bit put off by him being on there. And he's like, oh, really? Well, let's push that button again.
Right. I mean, what's the old saying that, I don't know if it's an old saying, but my grandpa used to say, it's like, don't let him, well, it is an old saying. Don't let him see a sweat, but just get over it. Like, who cares? Why do these people, if Elon Musk keeps doing whatever he's doing because he knows it gets reaction. If the people just wouldn't react, he'd stop doing it. Just like a bully in school, just like whoever that's making fun of you. And what big babies. Like, they seem like just absolutely enormous babies. Do your job and leave. Make your millions of dollars and go. Who cares?
I want to see what
babies.
It kind of surprised me because I just didn't expect that, because I'm like, he's kind of like at the forefront of just like cryptocurrency and electric cars and and all that stuff. He's looking for ways to expand the possibilities. Let's put it that way. I mean, his last tweet was about cryptocurrency. I'm looking at that. Then the one before it is make humanity a multi-planet species, because he's wanted to find a way for people to live on other planets. I mean, that's where his head is. It's like
he's a genius. He's a weirdo. He's a freak. He just is what it is.
He named his kid a number. I mean,
yeah.
But he also,
Right?
launches rockets and then he lands them, which is insane.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess you just can't argue with him. But he's funny. He tweets.
Well, as long as
weird
they have
stuff.
their safe room where they can go, so they don't have to see him, then I feel better for them.
Speaking of safe room, things are getting lit on the Nextdoor app.
I forgot about that. I thought it kind of calmed down, but did it fire back up?
It did. I didn't look at it, and I kept getting notifications, but not as many. She has like 50 notifications to her post, and just as a reminder, this was a post from a woman who was apologizing because somebody left a note on her garage door about her dogs barking. She had left her dogs out for that afternoon because they were actually, it was either a fogger or something like that. I don't know what it was for, what they were doing, or something else was going off in the house, and everybody had to leave while they did it. And so they had to put the dogs outside. She says, I don't normally leave my dogs outside, but I did. And they barked, and they're basset hounds. And so somebody left a note. And anyway, that just caused a firestorm because a lot of people were just responding to other people's responses and didn't even read the original post. So
of course,
that's
just our gang mentality here. It's we just dive in right in the middle of the melee and just start throwing punches. We don't care. Just go. Who talked last? I'm going to go after you.
Yes, and that's where it gets really crazy because then you've got these answers that make no sense. It's like, dude, go back and read her post. That's not what this is about. Oh my God. So
I love that.
So we have somebody, and I'm just going to call him PS. And it's not your initials though.
I was saying, wait a second. I mean, that is my initials.
And actually, his name is Patrick. But I'm not going to.
Oh.
Yeah, it really is. But he doesn't live in your neighborhood.
Okay.
He just says, no dog, regardless of its breed, should bark for more than 10 minutes. This is applicable for any time of the day. The correct way to handle this is videotape the dog barking for 10 to 15 minutes, then call animal control. They'll send an officer out. You can file the complaint, forward the video. Animal control is very easy to work with, and after a citation is issued, it's amazing how quiet your neighborhood will be.
I have never heard that a dog should never bark for more than 10 minutes. And if you have enough time to sit there for 15 minutes and video the dog, we need to send I don't know. You need to get a citation, loser.
The responses to this, first one is from Tina. It just says, "Wow, Patrick, wow." And Jamie says, "I bet you're fun at parties." And then he responded back to her, "I'm sure you're glad you can't afford a house near mine if you let your dog bark all day." Because he's in one of those neighborhoods, because you know where he lives. I'm not going to out him. And she doesn't live in that neighborhood, but she lives in a nice neighborhood. And she says, you have no idea my financial situation, but go off, I guess. And then another one says, flexing on Nextdoor? Not a good look, Patrick.
Oh, that's hilarious. Patrick getting called to the carpet on Nextdoor.
And I didn't totally out you, Patrick, but I do know what neighborhood you live in, and it's not far from me. I'm just saying. I know that neighborhood. And
know that neighborhood?
I know that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it filled with a lot of Patricks, probably?
There might be a few. I don't think so, though. Most of the people that I know that live in that neighborhood, which it is a very nice neighborhood, are really nice people. I can imagine Patrick is not a favorite neighbor.
So is Patrick is like the male Karen then?
I think he is. I think he sounds like it. Anybody, like, you're right, though. Videotaping the dog for 10 to 15 minutes and then calling animal control. And it's like, dude, seriously, just go next door, knock, say, hey, dude, your dog okay?
I mean, come on. For him, I would love to see this Patrick. I would love to talk to this Patrick guy.
I know.
If that is a real thing, I would think that, number one, outside in the summer, barking for 10 or 15 minutes, animal control is not going to do anything.
No.
At all.
they're 10 to 15. It's like, dude, no. Unless you hear them crying and it sounds like they're in distress, and you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
But they're not. Yeah, it's got to be repeated episodes. It's got or for a long amount of time, or in inclement weather, or
I love it how somebody called him out for flexing on the Nextdoor app.
I thought that was the best one. Flexing
Yeah.
on Nextdoor. That was
funny.
Michelle who did that. I'll give her credit. So that was really good too. So anywho, yeah. So that's what's happened on the old Next. I keep wanting to call it the neighborhood app, and it's Nextdoor. I don't know. Should call it.
There
the
probably
hood.
is a neighborhood app, but that doesn't do the same thing as Nextdoor.
Right?
I'm
Maybe
assuming.
there is.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. In this case, yeah, it's getting a little dirty. Getting a little dirty out
Right.
here. I'm just kind of. So I have to check in. Now I have 3. Now I have to go to Facebook, Twitter, and Nextdoor to check and see what's going on.
Oh, now that's in your daily rotation?
Yeah, it
You
is.
go to Twitter. You go to Twitter first, then you go to Facebook, and then Nextdoor.
I go to Twitter, my Twitter, Troll Twitter, Facebook, Nextdoor.
Okay, that's it. Got it. That's your routine.
That's the flow. That's the process. That's how I get my information. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
anywho,
Well, that's a hot and fast one for Friday.
It is, and I don't have any conspiracies for you, but I'll see what I can find this weekend.
Yeah, dude. Let's do a little conspiracy theory update on Monday.
I think we're due. We need something. I need something to lighten things up just a little bit, and just kind of get our minds off of other crap, right?
Right. Exactly.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. Well, you guys text us 402-403-9478. You guys have a great weekend, and see you on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's Pat and JT.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.